Really?
That's how we're doing it?
Wow.
That's awesome. I'm impressed.
That is straight dick move.
Why?
Why would you do that to someone? And this is what I hate to come into right there. That's fucking retarded. People are assholes. So this is what boredom does to you. Figured I'd just fuck around and see what different little angles we could get. Absolutely no reason to be doing this at all, other than the fact that I'm going into work early. It's a beautiful day. It's getting a little chilly out, and obviously haven't done anything on the way to work lately. Tom most likely is going to fucking laugh at me like crazy, but I haven't done any point of views of what it's like to drive this. So fuck it. Why not, right? But the leaves are changing in the localized area. I'm probably going to take and do some videos on it later on. I've just been looking for the right time and the right roads, the right leaf colors to sit back in and get everything taken care of so that it can be an entertaining video. But really, it's very difficult to actually think of what to do. Recently I had to take the power steering out. Well, not out, but ran into a situation where I was on an on-ramp, and I was getting in it, and for some odd reason I went to make a turn at the very bottom of it, and the power steering went really tight, like it was going out. And I was like, well, maybe my power steering pump's probably finally, after all these years, starting to kick. So I removed the belt, and it did not fix the problem. I was kind of hoping that it was the power steering pump surging, and it didn't happen. You know, maybe a return hose, something like that, on the power steering hydraulics. And it ended up that once I removed it, it was still just as hard to turn. So here it was going from like here to here, and just giving, as if there was something jammed in the pinion gear. Ended up that the knuckle that goes right into the actual pinion housing, or the hydraulic housing, it was actually dirty to the point where, you know, there was corrosion and all sorts of stuff on it, road dirt and debris, that it actually took and stopped it from turning. And of course, my dumbass, instead of actually doing it the right way, I just decided to cut the belt. Now I needed a new one anyway. There was the middle strip and stuff for the teeth, and that was gone. You know, I just wore out and ripped off, and so I decided I was just gonna cut it. Said fuck it, I need a new one anyway, right? So now I'm driving around without power steering, which isn't bad. I don't know if any of you have ever tried it before. Front wheel drive cars, it's real nice, real easy to do because of the fact that you got the wheels that pull you, since you're, you know, steering with them. But in rear wheel drive cars, it's pretty much all the weight on the front until you get up to a decent speed. And I actually missed it because it's pretty precise when it comes to handling, but definitely need to do an alignment. I'm pretty sure in some other videos that you guys may have seen, my steering wheel is at an angle. So yeah, definitely need that because of the toe angle and stuff. And I'm probably going to do that here shortly before winter hits. Before it gets too cold to do that kind of dumb shit, because I work on the ground. But yeah, I was really surprised because actually Mia has been driving it. She's learning to drive stick and stuff, and she's finally out on the road, and she actually prefers to drive it without power steering. It's kind of crazy. Most people don't like how heavy it feels because they're not used to it. But like I said, I like being able to just turn the wheel slightly, feel every bump in the road, stuff like that. Like especially in, like, for me, I drive in the wintertime and stuff, so you actually can feel loss of traction in the front end when you're going around turns and stuff, because the steering gets really light. Now when you have power steering, it isn't quite as pronounced when the front end's starting to slide. Wet conditions, it's nice too as well, because you can feel that. You can feel it when you're on tarred and chip roads, and I just prefer not to have power steering, but I know that it's most likely wreaking havoc on my steering rack, not having it in there, since it's designed to actually have power steering fluid assisting. But yeah, so I went under the car and I took and cleaned that joint. I don't know, I guess I'm just gonna call it a, you know, yoke joint, because it's a lot like your drive shaft. Just a pivot point, you know, if you guys have those pivot points for your ratchets and wrenches, it's the same thing. And went under there, cleaned that up, and boom, problem went away. So it goes to show you that sometimes the things that you overlook really are the big problem. And I'm kind of happy, because I didn't really want to get another steering rack for this, because that was what I thought it was. I went down and I checked, like I said, the gear slots and stuff for that, and everything was fine. There was no debris in it, so I guess I kind of dodged a bullet on that one, because it just seems like every time I fix something in this, it's like the car just screams for some more attention, just wants to get redone. Bounce it. Okay, what hidden joke is that? What? Bounce it.